guys, what's up? It's Bella. Welcome to my channel. I'm gonna be talking about my favorite summer perfumes. As most of you know, I have like over 55 perfumes in my collection at this point. I love perfumes. I love smelling good. It's just like one of my most favorite things and it just brings me so much joy. So I would go as far to say that I am pretty knowledgeable in the perfume community and I know what is good for the seasons and what would work for people. So I'm here to share my knowledge and to talk about my favorite summer perfumes. I'm gonna have all these linked down below if you guys want to shop them. I also have down below a link to my perfume collection. I did that a couple months ago and I already have so many more, so I might need to do an updated one. And I also did a video on my favorite pink perfumes, so I will also have that link down below. We're gonna start off with a brand new release. I was so excited about this. I smelled it in San Diego and I wanted to buy it and I was like, hold off, wait a little. I came home and it was delivered to my door, so this is very, very cool. I was so obsessed with this scent and the profile of it in store. Ooh, Splendid is a very floral scent, but it has some crisp fruit that really balances out the rosy and the powdery smell that you would kind of expect from like a rosy perfume. Directly from Chanel, it has top notes of red fruits, raspberry, rose, violet, and peach. Middle notes are rose geranium and iris, and then the base is a white musk and a cedar. I would say the two that stand out to me the most are going to be the rose and the violet. I love the way the crisp fruit like balances out the whole thing. This is going to be a new staple in my collection. For the longest time, Kayali only had these in very small miniature bottles. It's the vacation in a bottle set. And I always said, when they come out with full sizes, I'm buying them all. Lo and behold, about 2 months ago, I got a DM from one of you guys saying, oh my gosh, Bella, your favorite little set now has full sizes. So I purchased 3. I also have the Marrakesh in a bottle. It's this orange one right here. But I'm only gonna talk about my top 2 favorites from this whole collection. First up, we have Maldi's in a bottle. This is like a coconut goddess dream. I smell a tad bit of banana, which is going to be kind of crazy that you can smell it in this when this other one that I'm going to talk about is a sweet banana, the Maui in a bottle. But I smell a tad bit of a banana, a woody little smell as well. Kind of reminds me of like a sunscreen vibe, like sunscreen on the beach, very like yellow floral. Well, I did not know this before, but it does have a banana base. I just read that. And also the base note is coconut milk. So that's really good to know. It's got raspberry and lemon as well. So those are going to be really good scents to balance each other out and to kind of bring together this one really, really, really good smell. I love the coconut in here. I feel like it just makes the perfume a little bit more summery than some others that I'm going to mention because it actually has those like summer notes in it. Kayali lasts all day and oh my gosh, I like cannot get enough of that smell. It's like Tom Ford Eau de Soleil Blanc and then Mandarin Amalfi from Tom Ford had a baby, and it's this one right here. And those are like 2 really, really, really good smells. And I will say it is pretty sweet because having a summer vacation is pretty sweet. So you need something to kind of replicate that. And then now we have Sweet Banana. Sweet Banana has, of course, Sweet Banana. It's got a little bit of coconut cream. So the base of this is more creamy. It feels definitely a tad bit heavier, but not in a weird way where you can't wear it during the summer, if that makes sense. It's a very uplifting smell is what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel like it's too much, it's too heavy. It still has a very like light aquatic smell to it. Jasmine, sandalwood, vanilla, and pear. And oh my gosh, yeah, this is literally just like Sweet Banana. Like Banana Boat sunscreen, but in a perfume. These two are extremely different. I would definitely smell both to see what you would like or compare the notes online. I will say out of the two, I probably lean more towards Maldi's in a bottle just because I really like the base of it a little bit more and it doesn't feel as heavy as this one, even though this isn't heavy, if you know what I'm saying. You still get very light, nice summer scents with both of them, but this one is just a tad bit heavier because banana is just a much more sweeter scent. Valentino Born in Roma Yellow Dream. I love this one so much. I got this when I was in college. Not this bottle, I've been through quite a few by now. But I started wearing this when I was in college and it's just such a good smell that like just brings me back to the OG days. And I really, really love it for specifically spring and summer. It's like straight lemon and it has a little bit of white musk to it. Has a little bit of like a tea smell, like a maybe like green tea almost. I do smell a tad bit of rose. Now, I will say this is the Kayali Lemon Sugar, I believe. I did not buy this one in a full size, but I have all the other ones in a full size from the vacation in a bottle. I prefer this one more. I think the lemon sugar is just a little bit too sweet for me, and I prefer the way that this balances out with the powdery smell and the more floral smell versus like a straight lemon sugar smell. This one's just a tad bit more sophisticated. So if you want like a sophisticated summer evening out, but like still very summer vibes, like limoncello, I would go for this one. I would say lemon sugar is going to be for more daytime light smells, maybe not a night out because it's not as sexy as this. let's be real, anything from Valentino, Born in Roma line is completely just the best. It's so sexy, it's long lasting, and you will get compliments when you wear anything from Valentino. I can guarantee you that because I always do. Mason Margiela, I love all of these so much. This is actually the brand new one. It is the Never Ending Summer. They did send this to me and I was a little scared at first because I don't have necessarily like straight up orange citrus perfumes. It's just not something I gravitate towards the most. So when they sent this to me, I was a little skeptical if I would like it or not. Man, oh man, I shouldn't have judged this. I am obsessed with this. Never Ending Summer is supposed to literally be an Aperol spritz, but in a perfume version. So it's got some bitter orange in it. Aperol, pepper, nutmeg, cardamom, Earl Grey tea. It has all the vibes in it to really bring a very nice, like aromatic, citrus, floral smell. The bitter orange is what I smell the most. It's very like bright and it's really like has like a sparkly smell to it, and it really balances out everything else that's going on, which is like the woody and the floral. It just adds such a beautiful element that ties everything all together. Seriously, if you love Aperol spritz, if you love anything orange citrus, you are probably going to be the biggest fan of this smell. It's really amazing. And these two right here, I just tried out for the first time yesterday and I was like, yeah, these are definitely going to be in my purse, in my beach bag, so I can touch up throughout the day when I'm just vibing out during the summer. I would say Beachwalk is a really good one for someone who really likes vanilla and very light smells but wants to add a few different notes to differentiate the seasons that they're in. Now you do still have pink pepper and you have musk in this, but the really good thing about this one is the coconut milk, which balances out pink pepper, which is quite a very, very strong smell. I personally love it in all of my perfumes. It's one of my favorite notes in a perfume, but the coconut milk paired with it adds such a beautiful like lightness to the perfume and such an airy vibe to it. So when you spray it, it just feels uplifting and very simple and light, but it still smells like summer. Like, oh my, I'm gonna need the full size of this. It just actually smells like a beach walk. Like, it's crazy. Their descriptions are very, very accurate. I smell beach. Like I can see the pier. I can see the St. Pete Pier. I can see beach balls. I can see umbrellas. Like it's so perfect. It really does transport you to the beach. And let's be real, that's the best thing about fragrances is when they remind you of something, they take you back to a certain time in your life, or they can transport you to a different location where you're not, which brings such a sense of like security and peacefulness to your heart. If you can't tell, I'm very passionate about perfumes. Sailing Day is quite aquatic, let me be honest. It is very woody. I feel like this is a really good unisex one too for some men, but also I think it would pair really good with Beachwalk. I think they'd be like really beautiful layered on top of each other, or even Never Ending Summer. I think that these two might go a little bit better together because this one's like more marine vibes. This is more orange citrus vibes. I think I'm gonna have to layer them. I would say when you think about Sailing Day, I would think very sea notes. So I would think seaweed, amberwood, iris, juniper, all of those smells are beautiful. I don't think that this is going to be for everyone, but the amazing thing is that Maison Margiela has so many different fragrances that really you're able to kind of distinctify what works for you, what smells good on you, because everything smells different once you spray it on your skin. And what I find interesting is that this has red pepper. And I'm very familiar, like I said, with pink pepper. So the red pepper is extremely different for me, but it's such a like enticing note that I want more of it. I just really like this one. Like, I just think this is so good, and I love that it can be unisex as well. I can definitely see a man wearing this. Last but not least, we have Delena LaRose. This is by Perfumes de Marly. This is one of my favorite perfumes. I love pairing it with the original Delena, but the reason I'm only mentioning LaRose is because it is the most aquatic out of the two. It is extremely light, and that is because I think the main note in this is going to be the lychee. So I think that really adds a good fruity aspect to the scent profile, versus Delena is a little bit more powdery, a little bit more rosy, and definitely more heavy on the skin. I would suggest if you like to stick with florals during any kind of season, this is going to be the best one for spring and summer just because of like the watery rose smell that accompanies this perfume. It is extremely stunning. I get so many compliments. This lasts hours on me. Like, I'm telling you, I will smell it on my clothes the next day when I'm doing my laundry. That is so good. Of course, it has my favorite note, which is pink pepper. It also has some bergamot in it and pear, white musk, peony, Turkish rose. I could just bathe in this smell. I seriously could. God. gosh, I love Delena LaRose. I'm so passionate about it. Okay, at this point, after spraying all those perfumes, I just smell like the epitome of summer. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informational for you. I really did my best to expand my vocabulary for this video. I feel like in my perfume collection, I was like, I don't really know what to say other than I really love it and I'm passionate about it. As I mentioned before, all of these perfumes are linked down below, as well as those other 2 videos that I did mention. My quote of the day is that every day is a new beginning. It is okay to restart the next day. It's okay to rebrand yourself the next day. It's okay to start a new habit the next day. Every day is a sign when you wake up that God has woken you up, that the joy of the Lord is within you. So use that to your advantage. In the morning, it is such a peaceful time to look over your day, set your intention, be grateful, express your gratitude. So be sure to, when you wake up, embody the fact that you're probably living someone's dream life and you are just kind of going by. Just enjoy your life. Like, every single day is a new day to celebrate, a new day to breathe new life into you, and to praise God for waking you up. I love you guys a ton. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my very next video. Mwah. Bye.